Hello, and welcome to today's Queer Spirit video. Today we are going to be talking about the Greek goddess Artemis, who is associated with the moon. She's not herself the moon, but she's associated with the moon. She is a huntress, so she spends a lot of time in the woods. She's often depicted with a bow and arrow. She is the twin sister of the god Apollo, as we talked about when we talked about him. And Artemis is famous for completely rejecting sexuality with men or with male deities or anything of the sort. There are stories where it's very dangerous if you're a man to even accidentally see her naked because she's so set on defending against sexuality with men. She does, in her mythology, hang out with women, human women and more often nymphs. So some people have read Artemis as a lesbian or woman-loving woman goddess. However, I think that Artemis is a great example of an asexual deity. So asexuality is part of the queer umbrella, and it refers to people, or in this case, goddesses, who prefer not to engage in sexuality anywhere sort of from at all to, yeah, just kind of not my thing, to, okay, sexuality might be interesting, but only in incredibly limited circumstances. So Artemis lives in community, right, because she has nymphs and human people who honor her and hang out with her in the woods and go hunting with her and worship her. She has a cult of priestesses, but this is the kind of companionship that does not include sexual partners or a particular romantic relationship with a single or even multiple partners. So I think she's a great example of asexuality in practice and deities who are asexual. So in this series, we have talked about Athena and her maybe lover Pallas, Apollo and his lover Hyacinthus, Loki and his gender-bending time as a horse, and Artemis, the asexual goddess. And now I want to say that I invite you to think about the fact that actually all deities are queer. If queerness is partly about transcending the boundaries that we try and place around sexuality, around love, around romance, around relationships, around gender, then all deities transcend those categories. All deities have the capacity to shift genders, to have relationships with all kinds of people and gods and semi-gods and sometimes even animals. So all deities are therefore queer. So I invite you, after this month, to keep finding relationships with the queer deities who offer relationship to you. Thanks for watching.